Felt like a day. My name is Mighty Wereball. Welcome back to more Danganronpa 2. We are just about to start the case, the court, the trial. That's the word I'm looking for. A great start to the episode. You can tell I've just woken up. Brain hasn't fully started up yet. We're just about to start their trial for the murder of Nekomaru. In the last episode, what happened in the last episode? Nagito decided to brave the Doom Room. Played a bit of Russian roulette, a bit of an escape room, was no problem. But then he got into the octagon and he looked out the window and he saw something that made him change his entire demeanor. And hasn't told us why. And we've also found out that our guy is nothing but a scrub lord. He is part of the backup bitches. Still think that he's the leader of the rebellion, but I guess we'll just find out if we carry on. So let's go straight into this trial. Are we ready? You damn right we are. All right.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave the island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu. Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm going to be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
I can't eat. You seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth. Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get detailed understanding. I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Tai Chi and found the body there. Ajime and Jackie were also with me.
Ajime was with Miss Sonia and Jackie that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night.
Imbecile, I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that. With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy. We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of the grape house and went to the tower together. And then the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body. The body discovery announcement was made soon after. I kinda heard that and rushed over.
We had the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found that the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that. Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone. Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House. What do you mean, definitely? There's no way a chick could kill someone so cruelly, so it must have been one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break you all in half. You're the cruelest one here. Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Huh? Well, the weapon is obvious, right? Huh? What the heck, you guys? The weapon. You can totally tell we're just looking. Are you just going to say the hammer? Because if you say the hammer, you're a plum. You can tell what the weapon is by just looking. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing like the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... Make your argument. Wire, oil on the floor, tripped over pillar, new looking hammer, or chain. I'm assuming it's the new... I mean, it's not the hammer, but I'm sure that's what they want me to say. But, what are we? Tripped over pillar, new looking hammer. The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime. That pillar, no, the hammer. If I was supposed to... The killer used that hammer. Beat the crap out of him. but it's brand new. You fool! Have at ye, scoundrel. No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon. Why not? Why can't you accept it? A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least. But that hammer was clean, so that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon. Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later. Why? Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon. And why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have just discarded the hammer. You're pretty insightful, baby gangster. Baby gangster? Me? Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something. It seems that was a waste of time. And what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru? That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon. Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right? The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something that had crime scene had oil on it, that would be the broken pillar. Boom. The only thing with oil in it is the broken pillar. Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar. Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon. Why? We tried to move it, right? It's no use. It's barely budging. Didn't I tell you? Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar. Huh? Who are you talking about? Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy. So he lifted the pillar and did what? Did he use it to beat himself? You mean Nekomaru killed himself? Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide. And even if Nekomaru could have lifted the pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all. Well, I guess you're right. What the heck? But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. I mean, if we're going by what happened in the first game... By the way, the fourth murder of the Killing School life was apparently ruled as suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide. But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of. There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it. Huh? For reals? Yes, for reals. I see, so my gut was right after all. Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon. Understood, then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go. Again on my own. Going down the old... No, I'm going to sing that anymore. Okay, the pillar... I'm guessing it's the pillar fragments, because that's the only thing. Or would it be the tripped over pillar? It was pushed on him. I'm guessing tripped over pillar would be the option. What about tripping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye. Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force. Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hell excited. I'm guessing tipped. No, it'll be the stuff underneath it. The fragments. Pillar fragments. There it is. Where are we? Pillar fragments. Begin with a dream. Boom. We gon' get it. We gon' get it. If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body. Huh? Fragments? The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead. I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened. I see. That was entirely my bad. If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar? How much longer are you going to focus on that pillar? Just let it go already. There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekumari was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling. A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts. But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? Huh? There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys are the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent, and you all intend to fight the Future Foundation. You make me laugh. Or did you, Shy? Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you, so I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill. Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon. Ultimate weapon? Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows where the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know? We've seen it.
That's right, you've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you're far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark divas of destruction.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say clearly, what is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse. Huh? The secret of the funhouse? You still don't realize it? Geez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? And I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I'll leave this matter to your discretion. 2 houses are connected in the tower in the middle. I thought so at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. It's not a case of the tower is an elevator. Is that not what I reckoned it was in the last episode? One that spins 180 degrees?
Oh god. Okay, what's this gonna be?
And true, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are exactly the same place. So that's the secret of the funhouse. Is it really it? It's weird to say they're both in the same place. I mean, the walls are different colours, and the designs on the floor are also different. We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia. This whole time, we've been thinking the 2 towers are the same building, but if that's the case, there's something it wouldn't explain. I think there's a strange feeling in the tower, but which one do I shoot? Exact same place. Stroking my beard to help my brain think. What was the speed up button? This? No, that's not the speed up button. Walls are different colours. Design on the floor. It must be the first one. We'll go with that then. We'll go Strange Tower, the first one. Grape Tower. That one. Yeah, got that right. Get there in the end. Get there in the end. I don't think it's possible to fail on gentle difficulty, but I'm sure I could find a way if I wanted to. Both those towers, are they really the same place? Why are you asking that now? Do you harbour a grudge against my kingdom? Wait, what? Do you harbour a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
As I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nikumaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
There's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see, that means it could have passed us the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer? Does that mean he's wrong? Oops, I guess I've said too much. If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again. What you saying? What are you arguing with me for? And how about this? Somebody moved Nekumaru's body. No, that's just stupid. While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower. But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower. Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around. But Nekumaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too? If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake. Has your brain stopped working, Sonia? Oh god. Oil on the floor. Oh god, crap, we'll be doing this, don't I? Where's oil on the floor? There it is. There's oil on the floor. I'm not very good at these sword fighting things. Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think? It seems I have forgotten. Well, balls! I don't like these minigames. I'm going to keep saying that every time I do them. They're just not as fun as the first game. No, God, oh, for God's sake. Oh well, at least I got that one. Break. Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor. Huh? When the position of Nekumaru's body and the pillar changed, all surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it. Then, it's impossible to think it was moved. I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's alright. I fired up Miss Sonia. It's awesome to watch. So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building. If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh? This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then, the only thing we can do is rely on the one person that has those clues. Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine, I'll tell you guys a big hint that'll help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something. Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action. He performed the appropriate action? The action only Nagito did. I seem to recall hearing about it during the investigation too. Life-threatening game. The dim room. You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you? That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery. Instead of explaining it, it might be faster to just show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep. Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket. See, this is it. And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture. Okay, let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right? Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture. Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time? What doesn't make sense in this picture? Well, the big ass tower there. It's the tower, right? There's only one tower in the picture. That's what we've been thinking all along. Which means it's not unnatural at all. Don't you agree? Oh, whoops. No, because he's taken the picture out the way, so... well, okay. I'm just going to start clicking random things. The trees. Oh, okay. You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House. Yeah, it should have been. Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angle suggests it was taken from higher up. I see. And is that it? Nagito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. What doesn't make sense in this picture? The blue sky. Okay. If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle. Oh yeah, because you should see. I mean, okay, whatever. Which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see the Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all. That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not! Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me. If you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have real talent, you already know about the other clue. The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Yeah, sure, that one time. Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up. You showed up? How did you even come here? Maybe I teleported. You referred to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of the Grape House, right? I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from? The top floor, right? Such sharp eyes, so you realized it already. The top floor? So the third floor? But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House. What does it mean? That thing just now, I hadn't figured out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure. The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo we took, I think I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. Logic dive. Oh, we're going surfing again. Okay, let's do this. What was the speed up button again? That button there.
done with this bullshit? Good. Done. And he's just snapped out of his trance-like state. I got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where'd the Grape House go? There's only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building? Different floors?
Then, the two houses are on two different 3-story buildings. There's actually one 6-story building. If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located. Where Strawberry House is located, that should be clear at the photo we took. The floors above Grape House. Why did that take me so long to answer? On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. I mean, yeah, Fihiko just said that. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Although this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House. Oh snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided and Grape House is 6-sided, right? It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were separate, distinct buildings. In order to conceal... It would help if I paid attention to who's actually talking right now.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been kumad! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a funhouse? Then it's true, the building really was like that? That's right. There's two houses that exist on different floors of the same building. Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge, how horrible. And what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses? Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower is also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Oh, your precious Hammies don't know, but it's so simple. Alright then, I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Methinketh she has eyes for somebody else. Okay, wire, tip the repeller, chain, strange feeling, Monokuma file number 4. What was Monokuma file number 4? That was his death. I'm gonna solve the mystery in a flash. Then hurry up, dumbass. Wire. One of the bodies on the towers was actually a dummy. You're the only dummy here, you plum. You mean a fake body? Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It shouldn't be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts. You are a magnificent Gundam. No fair, you totally stole my spotlight. So which one was the fake body? Shut up, just pick one of them. Is it the Monokuma file I pick? A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed. What does that mean? What does... I can read. Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible? I mean, the disassembled body parts didn't look like they moved at all. Oh, didn't move. The strange feeling. And there. Yeah, plum. Fucking dummy. Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Huh? Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought that body had moved, and that's when you said,
Not just that, the parts I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy. Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. Now that is a... No, I don't agree with that one, because then the suspicion would immediately fall on him as to why he wouldn't fix it. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken. I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors. Maybe it simply moved.
The body moved to a different floor.
You can't think a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building? A device like that? Something's in my eye. Remember when we entered the funhouse from one side, how we couldn't enter it from the other? That device is just like that. If you enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other. A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. And just like the tower, if you enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. A lift. Oh wait, no, sorry. Elevator. Is that what it is? E-L-E-V-A-T-O. Oh god. And we're doing this again, so we're going to skip ahead because this is bullshit. Boom, elevator. That was a fairly simple one, but still terrible minigame. Complete. You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway? It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry House or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right? So that's why we can only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator. Please hold on. If the inside of the old tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter the Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower?
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped round it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly...
No, wait. Here Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common? The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them. Not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing that these have in common, they were all on the floor. Because it rotated 180 degrees as it went up and down. Is it safe to say that all of the items on the floor didn't change? And? Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it. There's something unique about that elevator. The doors changed, but everything on the floor stayed the same. That means it's in a no. Only the floor moves? So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved. Only the floor moved. But surely you would notice, if it was just the floor moving, you'd notice that the walls were moving, no? Anyway, which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of the Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design. Then, where did the different floors lead? I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show. I know how Nekomaru died. I think I've solved it. I don't know who it is yet, but I think it's just clicked as to what happened. I think. If only the floor moves, could he have been pushed? Or something like he's fallen from a height and hit the pillar, which would explain why the pillar's knocked down, the pillar has oil on it, and there's chunks underneath him. There's the wire around his legs. That would explain the wire around his legs, the door handle. He's been tied up to the door handle. The floor's gone down and he's just been left hanging, and then either the handle's just broken or someone's done something. Maybe they've jimmied the handle so that it falls and he's basically plummeted, and I'm fairly certain that's what's happened. But well, I still don't know who would do it right enough. But anyway, we're going to carry on. Just for show, why was something like that necessary? So we falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their pictures signified. I think that's what's happened. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure. I don't get it, but I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality. Did you hear that, Minumi? Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself. Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
I'm sorry, what?
Like, there's no way that's going to happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean? It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible. Why? Because of that chain, you guys thought you couldn't enter there, right? Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but...
Seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door?
Chain?
The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on Strawberry Hall's side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there.
You don't need to worry about that at all.
Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence so we wouldn't find out about the secret at the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen the contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that? Would it really inconvenience the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on, you're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a brain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see, now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, Then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Wereball is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean? I agree. What does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? What now? Make your argument. Okay. Contact elevator, sudden appearance, account, broken doorknob, strange feeling in tower. Okay, the two houses were connected vertically. The elevator should move vertically, not horizontally. However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, I think it's Kazuchi's account. The two towers are in opposite directions. I'm guessing it's his account because he was the one that did the compass, right? It's clearly contradictory. What's with this iron curtain of teamwork? Again, there was plenty of matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but there's a flaw in their argument. Someone's account should definitely confirm that. Yep, we carried on the Kazuichi, but what one do we fight against? The elevator should move vertically, not horizontally. Yeah, that's but it's fine. However, both houses, the contact elevator is behind you. That one. No, not that one. Oh, is it the first one? Okay, well, your back is getting scorched. Okay, yeah, well, the flames of hell are licking up my back. Alright, I'll try his one then. Should move vertically, not horizontally. Shows what I know. The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Very.
Come on, you used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, yeah, that. It was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
It was probably... okay. That's not quite what I thought was the case. Okay, whatever.
It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right? And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House.
Oh, I'm not paying attention to who's saying what. Damn it. Appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House. Why would you show a picture of somebody start talking and then just change halfway through? An elevator that rotates when it moves? Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park. Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun. That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman. You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear, so I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru, and how'd they combine it with the pillar? Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my, I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means, huh? It's a fighting pit. It's an 8-sided shape. If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve corps student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting the name Octagon?
The place befitting of the name Octagon. Grape House is 6-sided and Strawberry House is 4-sided. Neither of them are 8-sided. But when you combine those places, a certain place would become 8-sided.
What? That one. I don't know. I didn't. Everyone's staring. Yeah, damn right you made a fool of yourself. I don't fucking know. That one. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep pressing. Because I know they're all wrong. At the bottom. I feel like an idiot. I don't. That. Of course the elevator is the octagon. Why wouldn't it be? Damn it. Don't call me out like this, man. I don't fucking know. I clicked the... What's the difference between clicking slightly below it and slightly above it? Talking push. You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room. Why is that place the octagon? You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape. That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is the secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contains various weapons. Then the ultimate weapon was there too. That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon. Learned? The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure. The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure. That actually works in well with my theory that they used lift and height. So I think that's pretty much confirmed, unless there's some really random ass way that they've done it. But that's why the killer tried to keep us all from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon. Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon. The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer that did that? Oh. Find out next time, because that's all for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, keep it loud, keep it heavy. And I'll see you all in the next episode.